Okay, now joining us is Val Gilman. She is your Ward 4 counselor. It was a tough one, Val. Did you sweat that out tonight?
Yeah, you had a hard time.
I was up all day just waiting for the results.
So you seem to have one of the safer situations in this whole election process, right? Up there in Ward 4, worrying about the quarries and the beaches. And
I just kept working.
Yeah.
It really is nice being unopposed because I was able to have ward meetings and keep working on my projects and ordinances and focus on special council permits without interference. So it was okay. I'm grateful that my ward had confidence in me. So
yeah.
So, and Val, a lot of turnover tonight. Your reaction to the election results?
So I mean, a lot of openings on the city council. I knew that was going to happen. You know, we're losing some strong people. You know, Melissa Cox, seasoned, Steve LeBlanc, seasoned, John McCarthy, Jen Holgram. You know, they've decided not to return, so that is a loss. There's a lot of institutional knowledge there, and we're all going to have to pick it up and really get behind our city charter and start being really strong with governance. And that's where we have to be. We have to be a strong legislative branch of government. I'm comfortable with Greg Verga. I wish Mayor Safathia so much good luck because she's done wonderful things for our city. I've worked for Greg when we were on the school committee, my first term. We went through the teen pregnancy issue together. I know how he works. He's a good listener. So I'm comfortable with that, but there's going to be a lot of changes in terms of just how we work together and things like that, but I'm looking forward to it, and I just want to hit the ground running on January 1st. So.
Now, Val, we spoke, I think, in the springtime with you, and we asked you about there may be a lack of continuity in the council moving forward as we sort of careen towards Gloucester's 400th anniversary.
Yeah.
So how are you going to help the other council members acclimate and to work together?
So that's a really great question. So governance is so important. Last year, or 2 years ago, we had a really strong governance meeting in January, and then COVID came. And governance meetings are different when you're on Zoom, and we didn't continue them after that. So I think trying to get back in live meetings so we can actually have these conversations. There are going to be a lot of newbies that are going to have to be learning, and we're just going to have to make sure that we cover all the different facets of what's behind being a city councilor, and there's a lot. I mean, I was just talking to Tracy, and I gave her some homework. You know, it's where to go on the website, take a look at this and that, and I've been giving, you know, her just some coaching of the things that she needs to start looking into. Of course, I think there's going to be a recount because Barry only lost by 3 votes,
Right.
Which he has a right to do, and I think he's
And
going to be
we're still
filing
awaiting
for that.
overseas ballots, et cetera, over the next few days as well.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
So we were just told tonight that the state requires new school committee members to go through a course to
Yes,
learn how to be in
I've
the
been
school
through that before.
Right.
It's called charting the course, I think, yeah.
And then I thought Jeff Worthley had said that he started a new city councilor orientation program years ago.
We have to, within a certain amount of time per the charter, be able to go and have a session with all city councilors, particularly new ones, and there are requirements. I think it's 4 months of minutes you've got to give them and make sure that they've reviewed it. And we have a pretty comprehensive session that we've put together in BRS City Clerk. So I've attended that. This is my 4th term, so I've attended that every term.
Okay.
And it's helpful because we learn from each other, and as you become more seasoned, you have more detailed questions to ask. And you know, that's all really important. That's part of institutional knowledge. You get better and smarter, and you start asking better questions. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of work, though, just with a whole new team. But you know, Jason is seasoned.
Exactly.
Tony's had many years on the school committee. He understands the city. Jeff Worthy's been on the team as well, and Jamie, obviously, this is his 4th term. So And we'll have to wait to see what's going to happen in Ward 3, and I'm looking closely at that. I've met both Bob Wynot and Frank Margiotta, yeah. And
Bob Wynot certainly has experience.
he does,
Yeah.
and Frank is eager to learn, so we'll have to see what the results are there, and then take it from there. But my feeling is all governance. It's all about learning. It's about teaching. It's about being prepared for meetings, being prepared by reading your packets, and
That's what
those are
Steve
the things.
LeBlanc is saying
Those are
also.
the things
Yeah,
that we have to
right,
do.
Right, and knowing the charter, right?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things that I would do, and I'll suggest that we do it in this upcoming term, is every standing committee takes their section of the charter and they analyze it and they take a look at what we do and what we need to do better. And when we need to do something better, we need to start setting up some timetables and make it part of our operating principles, things that we have to do. And we start holding ourselves accountable, because we have to be a stronger legislative branch of government. And I think I'm ready for it. That's why I ran again.
Yeah.
And it's important to me.
Yeah, Val, we thank you for your time and service. It says something that you run unopposed every
Thank you.
couple of years
A
or so.
lot,
So
yes, exactly.
apparently you're listening to your constituents
you.
in Ward 4. So please join us again soon
I
to tell us
will.
all the latest in Bayview and Annisquam and Lanesville.
I would love to.
Yeah,
I love
thank
it.
you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night. That is
Take
Ward
care.
4 Councilor-elect Val Gilman.
Thank you for your coverage.
See you in
Thank you so
Plum Grove.
much.